Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? This is Professor Maloney, and today's video recording is going to give you an overview of the MindTap platform. MindTap is a Cengage product where we're going to be doing the vast majority of work this term. In fact, 98% of your class work comes from assignments that are set up at MindTap. These assignments will include quizzes, lessons, projects, and exams. So let's talk about each individually and the approximate weight associated with each. Okay, so there are 5 module quizzes you must take, and these you take the first couple weeks of class. Each of those quizzes is worth 1% of your final class grade. Now, they're each worth 100 points, but I apply weights on all my assignments, and quizzes have a 5% total class weight. So in effect, let's just as an example say one of you, one student only, hopefully no more than that, decides, you know what, I'm not going to do any of these quizzes. Well, he or she can still make a 95 in this class if they make 100 on every lesson, 100 on every project, 100 on every exam, and 100 on their bio post, even having zeros on 5 quizzes. So in other words, they're not worth a whole lot, okay? All right, lessons. Lessons are worth, you know, I should have reviewed my syllabus. Lessons are worth, I'm just gonna say approximately 17% of your total class grade. And in terms of how many lessons, there's 1 lesson for Windows 10. There's 4 for Word, so that gets us up to 5. There's 4 more for Excel, so that gets us up to 9. 4 more for Microsoft Access, that gets us up to 13. And 4 more for PowerPoint, that gets us to 17 lessons. And they're worth about 17% of your final class grade, okay? All right. Your bio post is the only thing you do on Blackboard, and the bio post is worth 2% of your final class grade. You must make a 2-paragraph post. This is done in Blackboard. My overview, class overview video shows what you have to do there, but basically you click on the discussion forums link, you click create a thread in my bio post link, and then you type a couple paragraphs about yourself. But a couple paragraphs means the way I count. That means 4 to 6 sentences in each paragraph. So 8 to 12 total sentences. You must attach your picture. You must. It's required. And you must, after you make your post, go back in to look at other students' posts and reply to at least one other student's bio post. You can also post a reply to your professor's bio post if you want. Mine is there as an example. All right, so that's that. So 2% for the bio, and then the other 98% is all on MindTap. And again, I said on MindTap, you have 5% for sure for 5 quizzes. And I'm going to show you where they are as part of this overview video this morning once I keep playing it. And then I said you have about 17 lessons, and they're worth about 17% of your final class grade. It may be 15, it may be 18, but it's in that area, you know, so I'll just say 17 at this point. Then you have 3, 6, you have 9 projects, okay? 9 projects you have to do at the MindTap site, and the projects are the most difficult thing on the site. And in fact, on the projects, you must download to your computer a start file, an instructions file, and sometimes a resource file, like an image or something that they want you to put in, let's say a Word document as an example. And you get to do, by the way, these projects 3 times each. So if you don't like your first grade, you can do it a second time. If you don't like your second time, you can do it a third time. If you don't like your third grade, you can send Professor Maloney an email. Professor Maloney, I don't like any of my project 3 scores on Microsoft Word. Can you delete my first grade, or can you delete my second grade or whatever, and let me try one more time? And I'll say, of course I can. Okay, as long as, of course, you do it during the time frame that these assignments are available. Okay, so that's the projects, and they're worth about, let me just count these up now. So 2 and 5 is 7 for sure. Your 5 exams are worth 50%, so that gets us to 57. Projects, lessons I said are about 17, so that would get us to 57, 74. So I'm actually thinking now lessons are 15%, okay? So 2% for your bio post, 5% for the quizzes, 15% I believe for the MindTap lessons, 28% I believe for the MindTap projects, and 50% for the MindTap exams. There are 5 exams, okay? So I'm going to go show you, first of all, well, not first of all, but one thing you're going to find when we get over there is you're going to see all the due dates, the available dates. And even though that information is also in my syllabus, which is accessible from Blackboard, and it's a Word document, so you can also download it to your computer if you want to. But the schedule of activities is written at the end of that syllabus. So it's like about a page and a half at the end of the of the syllabus document. But they're also over here in MindTap for all the 98% of the grade that you do in MindTap. All right. Okay, so that's enough of showing me. Let's stop that. And now let me share my screen. And when I share my screen, I'm then going to go over to MindTap and show you what we do. All right. So now in the class overview video, I was using the Tuesday, Thursday class as my example class. For this one, I'm using my Monday, Wednesday, 8:50 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. class. So if you see anything that suggest those kind of time frames, then you adjust it based on your syllabus, what your class times are and class days are when you have your required live class sessions, okay? And when all your assignment due dates are, when your assignment available dates are, it's based on yours, but they're all very, very close. Since this is a Monday, Wednesday class, and I have one other Monday, Wednesday class, so they'll be pretty well the same other than the times. But for my Tuesday, Thursday students, your assignments basically will be available one day later and due one day later in each case the entire term. So pretty well everything is the same. All right. Okay. So so again, this is in Blackboard. I'm just going to click the Student Start Here, and let me emphasize that the Student Start Here link perhaps is the most important thing you do this entire term, because 98% of your class grade is done here. Okay, so you see here I'm saying you must click the link above and follow following my instructions in class on Wednesday, January 5th or Monday, January 10th, because I'm saying I'm giving you 1 week to do it. Okay, but if you do not have your access code by Monday the 10th, you must get a trial access from Cengage, and you must pay for it during week 2, or otherwise you need to drop the class. Everything is done at MindTap. Most of you are on financial aid. So you just go get your financial aid payment. You walk over to the Homestead Campus bookstore. You tell them you're in CGS 1060 with Professor Maloney. They'll give you, well, they'll make you pay for your MindTap access code. All right. Now, I'm going to go to your view for a moment just to show you. I think I did this in my class overview, but I'm doing it here for a reason. And the reason is because your view is going to be different than mine. So you click Student Start Here. And now when I click here, it will bring me to a place where it's not going to officially show the assignments. It's going to tell you you basically need to either register or pay for your access code or whatever. So let's just wait and see what it tells you guys. Okay. And this is for every class, Monday, Wednesday, the other Monday, Wednesday class, and the Tuesday, Thursday class. All right. So you're going to get a welcome to Cengage. Your instructor has selected the following materials for your course. As a matter of fact, see, this one is showing up as Tuesday, Thursday, even though I said it's the Monday, Wednesday class, because I clicked this before I did the video. And what happens is it automatically takes, if I do a student preview, I can only get to see it once. So it's bringing me to the first time I saw it. But for every class, it's going to say Spring 2022. It's going to say CGS 1060. It'll say reference number 2021 or reference number 2022 or reference number 2154. And it may or may not put the days. TR means Tuesday, Thursday, 12:30 p.m. If it's MW for Monday, Wednesday, it'll either be 8:50 a.m. or 6 p.m. Okay? but basically everything else is the same. So then it's telling you that payment is required. All right. So they're saying enter your access code now if you have one. So in other words, if you've already gone over to the Homestead campus and you need to do it soon anyway, so pay attention. When you pay for that book, it's not really a book, you're going to get an access code. Okay. Then you go back to your house or go to the campus library and click on the same link here I just clicked on, which again is this one. It's called Students Click Here from Students Start Here. Okay, so Students Start Here. And what you do then is click, once you get here, you're going to click enter your access code now, once you have it. If you don't have it, you're going to click continue. When you click continue, it's going to let you get a free trial. So again, I'm just doing this now for the first time to show it. Don't worry about what's showing here again. You just worry about your class. It may or may not show 2 or even 3 of these, but you just pick yours, but you don't have to buy it at this point. See, so it says ready to buy. Don't worry about that. If you're not ready to get it the other way, you're going to get your temporary access. This says 164 because it's assuming you have 2 classes. Again, yours will only show 1, so it's $82, and that price may vary a little bit, but it's approximately, again, that amount. So then if you want temporary access, you don't do buy now. You click this temporary access button, and then it's going to have you register. Okay? Don't worry about the one on the right side. This is for what's called Cengage Unlimited. But some of you may want that one. Okay? But with that one, there's not a temporary access, so you'd have to do a buy now, but you can also buy it this way from the bookstore. Okay? So do whichever way you want, but that's what's going to happen, okay, at that site. Now, I'm going to get out of that site now and go back to exit your view and go to mine. And now I'm going to go to the same place though. Students Start Here. And now look at the difference. When I click here, it will bring me to my class, which I've set up for you guys. And once you register by entering your enter your access code now, or by doing the temporary access, once you finish that, then you're going to come to your class. In this case, again, remember the class I'm demoing today happens to be my Monday, Wednesday, 8:50 a.m. class. But if yours says 2223-2021 or 2022, then that means that's your class. So don't pay attention to that. Everything else is exactly the same other than the due dates. So I mentioned 5% of your class grade comes from computer concepts. So let's click on here and you'll see what you have to do. First of all, it says pre-assessment. Check your knowledge before you begin. I want you to do that. This does not count as a grade, but please do it. Okay, we do this so we compare the Homestead campus with the Kendall campus, with the Wolfson campus, with the medical campus, with all the campuses to see who's doing what right. Okay, so please do the pre-assessment, but it does not count for grade. What you must do, you can see there's lots of links here. You have to do module 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the 3 modules at the bottom, 12, 13, 14, you don't have to do. The links that say in the news and in the news again, you don't have to do. Okay? You have to do module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4, and module 5. All right? You have a couple weeks to do them. So let me just click on module 1 to show you. Now, all these things here are things you should review and read, okay? And in the case of practice, again, the grades don't count, but practice, okay? Because it'll help you learn what this module is about, okay? And then just keep reading and keep reviewing. And then for sure, where it says module 1 review and view 3 activities, make sure you review them for sure. And now you see down below here, it's the last thing in each module. So this is module 1. All these links are module 1. But at the very end of it, it's module 1 computer concepts quiz. You see it's due January 23. This is for Monday, Wednesday students, okay? If you're Tuesday, Thursday, it's due January 24. It unlocks January 5 if you're Monday, Wednesday students. It unlocks January 6 if you're Tuesday, Thursday students. So everyone gets the same time. And note, you can take the quiz 2 times and the highest score counts. And remember, even though it's 100 points, it's only 1% of your final class grade. So if you get a 90 on it, it probably, you know, it wouldn't be the most important thing in the world to do it a second time. It would not be. Why? Because if you get a 90, that means you got 9/10 of 1 point, which means at the end of the term with that 90, you can still get a 99.9% average in this class, right? Okay, all right. Now, so, but the assigned date and the due date is the same for everything in the module. So now if I go to module 2, I won't look at all the links, okay, but you again should do them. Remember, anything that says practice means it's not graded, okay? But at the end of module 2, again, the view 3 activities for the review, yeah, I would definitely do that. And then you see that it's module 2 quiz. It still unlocks the same day and time, and it's still due the same day and time, okay? And again, you can take it 2 times and the highest score counts. And this is Monday, Wednesday, just to remind you again. So Tuesday, Thursday, people would be due the 24th, but it won't unlock until the 6th, so that you get the same number of days. Module 3, same way. So you guys have basically 2 weeks to do this work. All right, there's module 3 quiz. Module 4 quiz, again, based on all these things up here, okay, especially the view 3 activities, and then the module review, that is. And then, and again, orange bubble means you have to do it. These are graded for sure. And you get to do it 2 times. It again unlocks the same day and is due the same day. And finally, module 5. Same thing, a bunch of links with short reading activities, short practice activities, but do them all. These quizzes, by the way, they have 50 or 60 questions. So there is a lot of material on them, okay? But remember, if you don't like a score, you want me to let you try it again, I will. Just send me an email. But you must do all this work by either the 23rd or 24th, depending on if you're Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday. All right? Okay, so that's that one. Now I'm going to collapse all, which then pulls it back up. So that's 5% of your class grade. Now, after the computer concepts, meaning technology for success, this one right here, then we go to operating systems. And operating systems, there's Windows Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, 4, 7, whatever. There's only 2 official assignments. One is the training assignment. And again, you see it unlocks on January 19th. So in this case, you can't do this until January 19th if you're a Monday, Wednesday student. If you're a Tuesday, Thursday, it'll unlock January 20th at the same time. 12 a.m. means like the first minute of the new day, like 1 minute after it's midnight, basically, right? 11:59 p.m. The next minute, it's 12 a.m. Okay, and that's when all the other assignments are. Even though you saw the quizzes say 6:57 a.m. or a bizarre time, but everything else will be 12 a.m. and everything will be due at 11:59 p.m. But you have to do the training anyway, and then Windows 10 exam is based on the Windows 10 training. Okay, so for here you only get 1 week, but it's because there's only 20-something tasks on this training. And the exam is going to be based on that training. So it'll be very, very easy as long as you do the training. I say do it 3 or 4 or 5 times. And I'm going to do another video demonstrating how to do the training, okay? But these aren't like multiple choice questions and whatever. It's a little bit different, but you're going to be just clicking around to do things with what you have to, with what you're learning in the class. And the exam will be the same way. But Windows 10 still won't be the same way as with Word, Excel, Access, and PowerPoint, okay? But that's what follows. So you get 1 week on that, and then you'll see that this exam is the 26th for the Monday, Wednesday students, and then look up with Word, it all becomes module. So the difference, once you get past Windows 10, now you have 4 modules of work, and this is a lot of work for Word, but it's going to be more for Excel, and also a lot for Access and a lot harder. And then PowerPoint is, sort of easier again, okay? But what's here in module 1, in this case, you can still read the module, complete the activities, but the ones that are orange bubbles, you must do. So the trainings, remember I said that training is worth 15% or so. I actually started saying 17%, and then I think I changed it and said I think it's 15, but either way, it's about 15%, okay? But this is for, there's 4 Word module trainings. So that was module 1 training right here. And then module 2 training. And then there's module 3 training. Okay. And module 4 training. Okay. And then there's an exam. The exam, so you notice these unlock January 26th. The exam is the 16th. So you literally get about 3 full weeks to do Word. But there's 4 trainings. And then I scroll back up to the Module 1 again to show you that there's also 3 projects. Module 1 project, Module 2 project, Module 3 project, and there's no Module 4 project, okay? And you see there's also practice exams. These are very important, and these are, if you do them, they will help you on the exam for sure, all right? Okay, now, so I said that the training is about 15%, and I said the projects are more or less 30%, but they may be 31, they may be 28. I think I said 28 earlier in this video, so I'm not committing to any of the numbers, but they're all close, all right? But so with projects though, there's 3 in Word, 3 in Excel, and 3 in PowerPoint. There's none in Access. So there's a total of 9 projects. If they're 27%, that means each one is now worth 3% of your class grade. So they're 3 times more important, basically, than the trainings, okay? So these 9 projects carry a lot of weight with you. I'm going to be demonstrating a Word training and a Word project later in the class, meaning in the next couple of weeks, okay? But after Word, then you have Excel, okay? And to find out the due dates on anything, just open up any of the modules, and anything with an orange bubble, it'll tell you when it unlocks. It'll tell you when it's due. See, in the case of Excel, you have even more than 3 weeks. You have now 4 full weeks, all right? 4 full weeks for Excel. But Excel is hard. There's a lot of hard stuff that you need to grasp. So you need to practice a lot, okay? So Excel, same way, modules, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The first 3 modules have training and projects that you have to do, okay? And module 4 just has the training, and each module though has a practice exam. Practice exam again means you don't have to, it's not graded, so it only helps you to do it, all right? After Excel, you have Microsoft Access. In Access, the only difference is that there are no projects, but there are 4 modules, each with a required training. And here again, it tells you it unlocks on March 16, but it's due on the 5th. So in this case, you only get slightly less than 3 weeks. But the reason this one is less time is not because it's easier. Access is harder than anything else in the class. But there are no projects. So, and the projects are the most difficult thing, I already said. So Word, Excel, PowerPoint projects are harder than the Word, Excel, and PowerPoint trainings, all right? Okay, but same thing. So there's Module 2 training, and again, practice exam. Module 3 training and practice exam, but no project. And Module 4 is like the other modules, the other applications. There is no projects for Module 4 for any of them, but there's a practice exam and the required training. And then on the last day of each module, that's when you have your exams. So basically, once we get through this one, then you're down to only PowerPoint to go. And PowerPoint they put up here, but they don't let me move it around. But I like to make PowerPoint my last work for you guys because it's an easy one. So ending on something easy after dealing with Excel and Access, because they're the 2 hardest. So you start with something easy, Windows 10. Well, the computer concepts quizzes aren't easy, but they're not worth much. And you have 2 weeks basically to do them all. So that's quite a bit of time. Anyway, PowerPoint now is the same as Word and Excel in that there's 4 trainings, 3 projects, and again, they unlock, in this case, they unlock on April the 6th. They're due April 22nd, so you barely get 2 weeks and 2 days, but PowerPoint is easier than Access for sure. It's also easier than Excel, and most people say it's easier than Word as well, all right? So there you go. Module 2 training and project and practice exam, of course. Module 3, and again, the orange bubbles, right? Module 3 training, Module 3 project, and then the practice exam, which you should definitely do. But they're, the unlock times and the due dates are listed in each of these in MindTap. So it's nice and easy for you to figure it out. All right. Okay. So hopefully, I know that was a lot of material, and I'm talking fast. But by the way, when my videos appear in YouTube, they will be closed captioned. So you can turn the CC on if you don't want to have to listen to my voice. And that's particularly good though if you're watching these videos in the Homestead campus library or any other campus library, or if you're watching it where you're around family members or friends or whatever, and you're just trying to get a little bit of study time without interrupting them too much by having to make them listen to my voice. So you can put the CC on, and you know, CC is pretty accurate. With my voice, it may not be 100%, but hopefully it's pretty accurate. All right. Okay, so that is that, and have a great day. I shall talk to you guys later.